Welcome back. Welcome back to Can't Catch a Break. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I know it's been a bit. You haven't heard from me and Dr. Charlene, but we're back. Thank you all for just being patient. Thank you all for always commenting. Thank you all, just being who you are. Thank you. We really appreciate you. We thank you for family and friends and those first time listeners and those that may have questions. We're here. We're here to talk about issues, facts. We're not here to be critical or judge anyone. We're just telling the truth. That's all. The truth will set you free. Okay, and I know there's a lot of issues we can always talk about. We can talk about so many issues, so many that it's good to talk about. See, we want to be part of the solution, not part of the problem. We got to break free, people. We got to realize that the truth stands. Good outweigh evil any day when it comes to doing harm to any individual on this earth, no matter what color, race, gender. You have to love people. Okay? We are all human. No one is an island. And I want to talk about something today. Okay, it's very important. Thank you all. Let me give you a give hand clap. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm gonna get right into this because I tell you, I don't care what no one says right now because when it comes to good, good outweighs evil any day. When it's done to hurt people, when it's done to take away jobs, health care, Medicare, Social Security, I mean, veterans, you name it. When it comes to people rights, as a taxpayer, those that are living on this earth, they have much as rights to live on this earth. They are people. We're one nation under God, but yet we're seeing a flaw of a takeover. We see it in our government, and many today are really voters that voted him in. Um, Donald Trump, they knew what he said from the beginning, Project 2025. He said everything what he was going to do. He denied it when it was asked, but his plan here was the intent was to try to reshape America. I mean, really take away the civil rights, take away people rights in the military. He has been all out of getting people, and no matter who you are, okay, no matter who you are, he wants that power. He has loyalties. He has people that are loyal to him, that are scared of him. Even our U.S. senators, our Republicans, congressmen who are voted, they are scared of him. But the Democrats and those real Republicans that's not in office, they'll say it too. It's unconstitutional. Yes, it is. Okay. And I just want to get right into this because I want to talk about this. Okay, it's a good episode. Thank you all. Please poll us, subscribe us. This we want to hear from you. But I have some. Yes, I want to. Yes. Okay. Now, what happens when a president of the United States disobey the courts? Okay, we gotta realize something. We seeing this right now. People are just talking and talking. He's a conversation of every news, social media platform, no matter who you are. He's on these stations, and what he's doing is like he has no consciousness. No, he's out to get people who talks against him. Anyone that goes against him, he will fire. We see how these ones that are under him, they are so brainwashed to a point where they are saying yes to everything and they don't know themselves. They are getting in trouble. When you start messing with the Supreme Court judges and those that are, this is the law. This is not political. When you start telling them what you're not going to do, you got a problem. And many, I pray for those that families that are in this courts that's under his cabinet that you wake up because when a judge starts dropping that hammer on that, I'm telling you, when you start pounding, it's gonna be something because many of them are right now facing criminal intent charges. Okay, the Department of Justice, the White House, just because the White House says things like from the White House, but the White House don't realize this, and that they do realize. Okay, I'm gonna take that back. They do realize there's a lot of things are happening unconstitutional. Okay, when we look at all these executive orders, when we look at, I mean, we never had nothing like this. Okay, we never had like the door was open to me when that immunity charge was brought before my Supreme Court Judge Roberts, when he let Trump off the hook. He wasn't in office. He was a citizen. Okay, nobody's above the law. And I know people. I mean, people are suing him. States are suing him all over because what he's doing, he's uh, he's mandating, trying to make things about an executive order that is unconstitutional. So when a president of his status begins to freeze billions of dollars federal funding. Some of these bills were already passed when Joe Biden was in office. Now he goes back in here, he gets a guy named Elon Musk, okay, Department of Government Efficiency to go and do a sweep and try to go in for waste, fraud, and abuse, but yet it still did add up because he didn't really find what he thought he was going to find. He may face some millions, but it wasn't like he said. But I'm gonna say something to this. When you look at what's happening, what's going on, initiatives related to transgender people, the climate, diversity, equity, and inclusion. You see all this happening. You see these laws. People are getting laid off their jobs, cutting down government federal programs, crippling the economy with tariffs. We see a constitutional crisis. Okay, it is unconstitutional. And believe it or not, on the news, you see it from the Congress. There is a congressman that has an article of impeachment, okay, that's going to take place. Now, I don't care what Mitchell Johnson or Mike Johnson, his name says, you know what, the Republicans, there are some real Republicans and there are some real Democrats who are tired of you, okay, holding up the government, the federal government, with these following a man as if he's a king, that he's a king. Yes, he said he's King Donald, King Donald. No, you're not a king. The only king is God. And see, God, He's the only one. God have dealt with kings in the Bible. For those that read your Bible, I'm not here to force, but I'm gonna tell you something. We look at the Old Testament and New Testament, and to now, God haven't changed, and people got to realize that. See, that's the thing is, no matter what, you cannot do people, God's people, people of all, who He made, who He created, wrong. And we see what's happening right now. The executive orders, the birthright citizenship, them that are over here, born over here, and get them sent back. No, according to it defies the 14th Amendment of the Constitution. See, you have to learn these amendments. You got to know your rights because we are in a stage of constitutional crisis right now. Okay, when it comes to about attacking the judges, you don't attack no judges. These judges are here to uphold the law, not okay. When you start attacking the judges, as we see what's happening right now, I mean, people don't want to talk about that. They want to say, "Oh, it wasn't." That. No, it is. It's happening right now. The judges are fearful. They're fearful in life because we got some brainwashed people out here that's thinking that uh, Donald Trump is right in his cabinet, but you're wrong. Yes, even the Vice President J.D. Vance, the comments that he made about judges, he was never like that. When we saw him, he was never, before he even got selected for being a VP. He was never like that. I think it's fear with him. I think if he say something with Trump, I think Trump would probably disavow, like, treat him. Trump already shows them to the public the way he treats him. We see it on TV. Yeah. You see what's going on. Trump he has gone so far that he even said this on the news that my Constitution. I gotta get my lawyers to look about the Constitution. When you swore in as the president of the United States, okay, you swore an oath, and you gonna tell us that you gotta get your lawyers to look at the Constitution? No, no, no. So I think that people were, because of the wars in overseas Israel, because of the immigration, and because of the economy, people voted him in. But at the same time, it backfired because now he doesn't care about none of y'all. He's making your 401k savings little. He has brought tariffs to make you pay more as a consumer. He has dismantled the government, him and Elon Musk, to a point where we are considered a weak nation when we look at what's happening. Okay, and you got people is worshiping him like he's a god. Okay, nothing he's doing wrong. He's going in there, he's making America what it needs to be. No, he's hindering the process of getting people fed, children, the nutritional programs, kids with disability, the education department, fighting colleges, universities, because they won't follow your program by not funding them, holding back money. Uh, I mean, really, so Congress, you really can just tell Congress by your executive orders that you can supersede them? That's unconstitutional. And it seemed like with senators that's in there, we got some senators now that are really and that are really standing up against this unconstitutional acts. Some of them are, not all of them. You got Chuck Grassley. He is the leader. He's from Iowa, not too far from my state, next door to him. They were never was like that, Chuck Grassley. You have not stand up for the people, the judges. You get to these town hall meetings and you say one thing and you get back and you act like you're scared, Chuck Grassley. Lindsey Graham. Oh, he talks so. Lindsey Graham, South Carolina should be disappointed in you. You was talking about all those 10 comments you made about Biden, you made about Trump before office. Now you won't say a word. Your South Carolina's people, jobs and states are being are attacked by Donald Trump. Okay, the judicial branch is being made a mockery of because you're not speaking up. Okay, and then we got to look at what's going on. So I'm talking like this because I watch the news. Okay, the news is some people say, "Well, you shouldn't watch so much news." No, what happened is that news is very informative for all of us. Okay, we live here, we pay taxes. This is our life, and we should pay attention because it's evil. This is so much evil going on in America right now. It's so much evil going on, and different branches of government. Okay, uh, you got to look at this. So this will be going down in history as the worst 4 years that America in history has ever since the 1930s, until when the laws of the land and coming together has been detrimental to a point where uh, the law really doesn't matter when it comes to the rule of law. When we see this, we see defiance at its all-time high from the Attorney General to, I mean, you name it, to the FBI, to Homeland Security holding funds back for FEMA, firing the chief of FEMA, getting rid of FEMA with fires. People need their houses. They need, so they need it because uh, the federal government has money that can fund these people that had lost fires, tornadoes, and all that. But the Homeland Security person, Christy Nunn, she is, to me, is when I saw on the news yesterday, she like she has no clue, but always trying to justify it. But these people are suffering, y'all. They are suffering. And the people, y'all better get out and vote. Y'all have a voice. Get out and vote. Look, look, America right now is in a stage of takeover. I mean, right now, when you see what's going on in America today, you see that even our Secretary for the Army, you see what he's doing. If there was any other Secretary for the Army, they'll be fired. But no, he didn't got on site signal, and they didn't. Many countries are hacking right now. There's money from cyberspace, and all of them they are being defunded. Okay, there's a lot of things people need to read up. There's a crypto coin. When it comes to Bitcoin and trying to get can you do that as a president? Can you auction off your coins and you the president? Can you do that? Can you say things like the stock market was closed after the stock market fell? Can you say as a president it's a great time uh, in a way of buy stock? Many of them did. The Congress people you did. MT Green, you was one of them. You have a net worth of 22 million. Yeah, look what's going around you. Everything. Yeah, this world, when you look at it, it's just like a movie. Okay? When it comes to existence, it ain't gonna be God that destroy the people. It's gonna be the people right now. And power is gonna destroy America when we look at it. Because this is backwards. Evil has stuck his head out. We just gotta pray. We just gotta pray. If you believe in prayer, I believe in prayer. Pray. Okay? According to many scholars, okay, there's constitutional crisis situations. Unless America wake up, no matter what color you are, race you're from, gender, background, unless you wake up and vote for somebody that's have a right mind, that's not full of vengeance, that's not full of seeking out to get those that, hey, during my term of office, I'm getting you, I'm gonna have you and throw in jail. That is not a president of the United States. This is unconstitutional. The senators, you voted them in, you can vote them out. Whether Republican or Democrat, I'm speaking for both sides, Republican or Democrat. If you're not in there fighting for the voters that vote you in, guess what? Vote them out. These kids, the generation got to grow up. We might not be here one day. They got to grow up. But you think they want to grow up in a world that's going to be full of chaos, full of wars? You're leaving the alliance, okay? And you're getting out of that. Think about it. You're friends with dictators. They don't care nothing about America. If America go down today, they'll come over here and take it over. The value of a dollar is about to go down. People are losing out in the stock market. A nation, in crisis. A nation, oh my God, in crisis. For real. This is happening today. Yes. People are being deported. That is not done. That's not over here illegal. It have happened. They're raiding their schools, their churches. They're assembly picking certain people out of universities. Oh yes, we see what's happening, And the Supreme Court judges. Anytime you can defy a Supreme Court judge's order, then there's a problem. Because really, they don't need the marshals to have someone to be held in contempt of court. They can use the city, the state people to call them to go down there and arrest those officials. The people got to understand how the law works. Yeah, they can do it if they have to. Yeah, and what they can find them millions of billions of dollars for what they're doing to a point where they say, okay, I will come, I will obey. This has never happened, y'all. No Republican or Democrat never went this far. Yeah, it was some mess ups by then, but still look what's happening. It's bold right now. It is very bold right now. You're auctioning. We see things like auctioning and making $100 bill. Some congressman wants $100 bill, $250 coin. Oh my God, what is going on? The Gulf of America? Are you kidding me? What what are laws being passed to help the people at? Gulf of Mexico. Canada made it clear, we're not for sale. We're not for sale. What is wrong right now? It's a tyranny going on. It's unconstitutional. Yeah, Supreme Court is the law of the land. Supreme Court, soon can either flex its muscles. In the 1803 case, okay, the first time of power is a review act of Congress and strike down those that act and find it to be unconstitutional. And you gotta understand that for 200 years since then, the Congress has always respected the judicial review process. Yes, and now we're in the 20th century, and we see what's happening going on. Uh-huh. And in 1952, the Supreme Court ruled that it was unconstitutional for the president, Harry Truman, to deceive private steel mills for the Korean War effort, and despite of disagreeing with the decision. But Truman obeyed the court decades later. The Supreme Court successfully ordered President Richard Nixon to hand over the tapes of conversation of his associates who were accused of being involved in the Watergate scandals. Okay, but if the Supreme Court has no military or budget and at its command, why do other branches listen to it? It's the authority it comes from historical. The president, okay, from of the dean of schools, Erwin Chemerinsky, he said that the law from the law at Berkeley, U.S. Berkeley, throughout American history, presidents, Democrats, Republicans adhere to the court orders, even when they disagreed with them. Chemerinsky said, "That's what's happening right now. Yes, right now, he is not he is disobeying the courts, uncharted territory." What happens when the president defies the court? You see these on these stations, on these news stations, how you got African Americans. You see how they are being, and some of them, you see all colors. They are thinking that it's right, but it's not. To defy, okay, it's the Supreme Court orders, federal judges, lifetime judges. It's not. Yes, it is wrong when they push back. It is wrong because what happens is that this is going to happen. There's two types of punishment for disobeying the court. I'm going to say it again. There's a civil contempt and criminal contempt. If someone is fined and put in jail, they comply with a court order. Okay, and the punishment can also be a jail time, and hefty fines. I said that. Okay, so the president already can pardon 1,600 criminals, 1,600 criminals to go back. They out there committing crimes again. Some of them even went back to jail. When you look at it, yeah. Right now, you think you want another 4 years of a president with that's gonna defy the Supreme Court? That's gonna disobey the laws of the land, all because of what he said. He's gonna fix the economy. The economy is bad. Look at it. We've headed into a recession, y'all. Wake up, people. No matter what color you are going to pay. The farmers are hurting, even them hurting. Countries are going somewhere else with their business. They will leave America. They will not stick with America. America is going to be left out. Many investors are going to lose out. When you hear media outlets talk about, from the Wall Street Journal, talks about the things that's going to take place in America, it's real. I don't care what they say about immigration. Oh, he did this. Okay, okay. But here's the problem. Here's the problem. Due process. Due process is the law of the land. Due process is. Even your Supreme Court justice have said it back then. Okay? All right? You got to understand it. It's still due process. No matter well, you're still due process. And building jails in Alcatraz, taxpayers' money, a day in jail. I have probably got so much disease infested, tetanus shot, everything could be infrastructure. This is is unconstitutional. And anybody that talks like that, they're talking about putting people over in jails that another country sending American citizens over there, or you showing the mind right now. He needs to be checked out to see is there something going on in his mind. Is it dementia? Is it Alzheimer's? He never gave the report of what's really going on. He keep on saying he has a high IQ. Jasmine Crockett, yeah, Jasmine Crockett. Look at what she says, and those that are around Jeffries and many others. Okay, Republicans also. Look what they're saying about him. Liz Cheney and many of them. Look what they're saying about him. Okay, something is not right, and I think that the doctors need to check him out mentally, physically. For real, there's something's not right. It seems like you're supposed to be investing in helping your own. He's pushing away them, and he's listening to the little imps around him that are just putting the stuff in because they scared of him. Because y'all scared of him. we the United States of America. We are the United States of America. For the people, it's supposed to be for the people, by the people. You're supposed to do that. We cannot, and those that are thinking that he's doing a good job, he's not. You even got African Americans that are turning that's turning toward him, thinking that he's doing everything good. But did he put any of y'all in his cabinet? No. He didn't put none of y'all. He put one person in HUD. That was a low paying job. Let me say that, okay? That was a low paying job. Yes, let's be truthful now. I'm talking about the truth because this podcast is designed to tell the truth. It's good to disagree and agree, but I'm coming for what the book said, the Constitution, your rights as a human being, as the Bible says. This is not normal. It's evil, and the children got to get raised up in this. Families got to go through this just to survive. When Jesus Christ himself came down here and died for our sins so we can live, just for the nation now to be destroyed because of more and more evil that's lurking in America right now. Oh, the Bible is talking about this. For those I'm not pushing my religion on no one. I want y'all to get this straight. I'm seeing it from the natural and the spiritual side of things. Okay? This is what's happening to America right now. And we got 3 more years. We got a 2026. We got to see. Hey, you know what? When you take away women's rights to vote, when you save act and all that stuff, so you can push people in there that can be loyal to you, so you can continue on with the brutalization of the federal government, the voters of America. No, the Constitution stand, the 14th Amendment stand, the Fifth Amendment stand, the 22nd Amendment stand, the First Amendment stand. Come on, people, wake up. We pray. We pray in God, one nation under God, individual with liberty and justice for all. That's what we say. I pledge allegiance, tears of thee. But we say that, right? Huh? All right. This world ain't perfect. But the thing is, we got sense. We got sense. Come on now. Are we seeing the 1930s start all over again? When recession will come in, the value of a dollar, all the technology ain't gonna do no good. Because what's happening? You ain't got no money. You're in $36 trillion debt. And then this tariffs, and then you talking about those cutting programs. It's gonna put you far in debt. You, and then you talking about cutting programs, essentials from Social Security, Medicaid. This could be your grandma, it could be your mom, it could be people that need it. And these senators and Republicans that's doing this, they don't care nothing about. They got Trump got them brainwashed when you look at it too. That's not the right thing to do. That's evil. Missouri voters that's into Josh Hawley. I say your name. I know you. Oh, you in Kansas. Yeah. Josh Hawley. What about your parents? What about your grandparents? Those billionaires up there. What about their grandparents? The ones over there well taken care of. Now, what about the ones you? What about the family members that's old seniors now? What about them? Medicare. What about them? Ask yourself, could you actually do people like that? Can you actually have a conscience to do people like that? Because they're gonna live with that for the rest of their life, even when they get up in age. When they be sitting in a nursing home or be sitting at an old age thinking about the way they treated people, how they push people to the side, I mean, really, it's gonna come back. All those ones that's in the White House that's doing people wrong when it comes to these laws, when it comes to people rights. Yeah, your day coming. Be not deceived. God is not mocked. That's what he said. Whatever a person sows, you're gonna reap. You're gonna reap it. I pray that God open your eyes, that God open your heart, that you will change your ways. The White House do need a visit from God. So thank you all for listening. Can't catch a break. I'm DJ and Dr. Shaw. We love you all. We're praying for you. Wish you the best always. Have a good day.